What is your name and job?
My name is C.Gallegos and I teach Algebra 1.
What do you teach?
I teach Algebra 1. I teach Algebra 1 and RTI for Algebra 1, and then I also have some credit recovery classes.
Why did you become a teacher?
My mom is a teacher, and it kind of set that tone of education being important. And then as I went throughout high school, I had some really educators in my life that made an impact. And especially when it came towards math, that was a subject that I loved. But then I also had some teachers that didn't teach me in a correct way. So I wanted to make that impact in my hometown, right? To have somebody that loved math, that could explain it in a good way, and to help our hometown, right? To make it better.
What's the challenging part about being a teacher?
The challenging part?
Yeah.
Challenging part, I think when I see a student struggle, it makes it challenging, but it's kind of also like, I like challenges, right? So especially as a math teacher, right, that's like a problem for me to solve. So if I can help that student get over that challenge, then that's fulfilling to me.
Why math?
Why math? I've always loved math. I see the logical part of it, and like I said, I like challenges, I like puzzles, I like finding solutions to problems. It's fulfilling.
Do you feel any pressure about STAR testing?
It is pressure. It is. It's hard when you can see a student that's learning in class, but maybe they didn't pass their STAR. But when you look back at the growth that they made, then that tells me I did make an impact on that student in some way. Even if they didn't pass, I still see that growth that they made for the year.
If you could send a message to students before they test, what would you say?
I would say take your time, do your best, and if you don't know a question, just skip it and move on to something you know. The more that you do problems that you understand and know, it gives you that fulfillment, and then it gives you that positive attitude to go back to those problems that you may have struggled with.
What's your favorite book?
Favorite book? Oh my gosh. You can see my collection here, but I'd have to say my favorite series will always be Harry Potter. Something I can go back to, and yeah.
Well, what are you currently reading?
Currently reading, oh my gosh. I could show you guys my Goodreads. I'm reading like 10 books. But I'm currently reading and trying to finish the Throne of Glass series. Because I finished the Court of Thorns and Roses series already. But yeah, that's one of the series that I'm reading. And I also started this series, the Friend Zone series, so I'm on the 3rd book. But I have like maybe 11 books I'm currently reading.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm C.Gallegos, and you are watching the Javelina Network.
Hi, I'm Justin. This is the Javelina Network. Today we're guessing that movie. Jesse, you have 3 guesses?
Mm-hmm.
A father does whatever he can to save his son from an assassin obsessed with killing him.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
A father does whatever he can to save his son from an assassin obsessed with killing him.
Is there any other clues or just one clue? Oh, okay. So a father does whatever he can to save his son from an assassin that's trying to kill him.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Just take a guess.
Just get a guess.
I'll say Finding Nemo. Okay. Well, I got 3 guesses. Oh, okay, so I got 2 more. Lion King.
It's an action movie.
Avengers.
It was John Wick.
It was alright.
Oh. Oh.
You have 3 guesses.
Alright.
After 2 friends screw up an assignment, they proceed to smuggle an illegal creature to work and try to ship it out in order to save their jobs.
So 2 friends
Mm-hmm.
got an assignment and snuck in something illegal. What?
They try to ship it out, something like that. Their jobs is
I have no idea. Hunger Games?
Oh.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna say. I have no idea. Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
You get it. That's it's a Disney movie,
It is?
cartoon, animated,
it's a Disney.
or Disney Pixar if you want to be technical.
What?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
After 2 friends screw up an assignment.
Oh. Is it Monsters Inc?
Yes.
Ding ding.
She got it
That's
right.
correct. Yeah.
Oh.
A group of trained and professional killers hunt down the man who solved the world's economic, environmental, and food crisis.
Can you read it again?
A group of trained professional killers hunt down the man who solved the world economic, environmental, and food crisis.
Food crisis?
The economic, environmental, and food crisis. They're hunting down the man who got it. Like who solved it.
Hunting down the man. What? A group of friends? A group of people?
Sure.
Sure.
Is that what it said?
A group of trained and professional killers.
Group of Hunger Games? Hunt down the man.
Who solved the world's economic, environmental, and food crisis.
Is it a Disney movie or you can't tell me?
Yes.
It's a Disney movie.
It's on Disney Plus.
Once I know.
Take one more guess. Take one more guess. And then I'll give you another hint.
A group of I'm trying to think of any Disney movie. Inside Out.
Okay, your
The hint
hints.
is the villain is a big purple guy.
That's pretty obvious.
It's like the
It's like the big purple guy. No way. No way you know that is.
It's a pretty popular movie.
Read it again real quick, Justin.
The purple guy snaps.
A group of trained and professional killers hunt down the man who solved the world's economic, environmental, and food crisis.
The purple guy's the guy who solved it.
The purple guys who solved it.
Yeah. He's a pretty big guy.
Who does this?
I don't know. A genie?
Just take a guess.
Aladdin.
It was Avengers Endgame.
Bruh. Oh!
Adrian, you have 3 guesses. A brash kid arrives in the new town, then proceeds to steal a guy's girlfriend But when the guy protests the new kid, a lion with a grizzled war veterinarian helps him to beat the guy up.
What? What is that? Is it like someone fighting over a girl or something?
Kinda.
I don't know.
We got 3 guesses. And we'll
So
give it
is
2
someone fighting
remaining.
over a girl?
I mean, that's how it starts.
I like things like Romeo and Juliet.
Get 2 more. We'll give you a hint after another one.
I don't know.
There's 4 movies now, I think.
Oh, 4 movies?
And
They're
then
like
there's
what?
also a show now that like connects to it.
Like Karate Kid?
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank y'all.
What's up, Javelina Network? Today we're back with another video and we're gonna be learning how to weld. And we're here with Edward and Angel. So today they're gonna be teaching us how to weld, and yeah. Turn it on. And you adjust your oxygen. So you get your cone small. You get it big. Get them towards small. You turn it on. Then you heat your plate up. That shit just cut like butter. You get it right.
Usually
pull it down, but it's a small piece. So we just take it to our water station over there. We replace it. But you think you go over there? Move it over there. And follow us.
We got Victor right here practicing. What's up, Victor?
What's up, man?
Drop it in. Let it dry off. And we take it to our station. And we can start welding on it. Follow us over here. We'll turn it on. Three straps I gotta work on. Adjust your temperatures. Sure you connect the ground somewhere where you're gonna get enough connection, enough current. I usually connect it up here on this pipe. And then there, this is called your stinger, your electrode holder or whatever. It's called a rod. It's 7018. That. You go with the wire wheel. Then there's a 7018 weld. Pretty nice. No slag. You wanna try it? Now we got Edward that's gonna teach you how to do his welds, and yeah.
Along with the striker, Angel forgot one thing. You need to have the ground. Without the ground, this will not strike. It won't strike. Once you have your ground, it'll strike.
How's it going, Crystal City High School? Here in the welding shop, I have them simulate building a fence. It's kind of like a ranch style fence, but it gives them an idea of how hard it is to weld off the table and on something that's fixed and it can't move. They have to cut the pipes to exact length. If not, they'll be working on trying to fill in some gaps. I also had them pick whatever the procedure they wanted, whether it was stick or MIG. Some people did real good job welding it up. This is a little bit more difficult than just, like I said, doing it on the table. Plus their cuts, if their cuts are way off, then more trouble will they have. but now I'm gonna have them cut them out. It's a lot harder to cut it here than it is on the table as you've seen them do it before. Plus it's a round pipe, a little bit more difficulty. But as the year progresses, I have them do something a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder. One of our guys is building that barbecue pit over there, and he put the legs on it. He made that hat that's up on top. Lots of details go into it. Our seniors still have to work on their little barbecue pit, which is underneath this table. But that'll be like their final when they leave here.
Did they take it out?
No, but we just kind of give them an idea. So if you get the chance and want to join us, sign up and come in the shop. Challenge yourself. This is harder than it looks. They make it seem easy, but this took a lot of effort, a lot of trial and error to get to this point. Oh, and I tell my students, realizing that it was your choice and your choice alone to become a welder, right? No one else chose this. They chose to do this, and it's a challenge. To me, it's a challenge because you're melting metal and you're putting it back together. And that's all I have for you guys.
Hi, I'm Gabby Cantu,
And I'm Hammy.
and we're going to show you all our agriculture in Crystal City, Texas GT project. So the baseline of this project is we went over and researched pretty much the crops and how Crystal City became the spinach capital of the world. So the four main crops, if you can see here, were onion, cotton, beetroot, and spinach. And onion actually was the very first crop that was introduced. And over time, spinach became the main one, the one that brought the most profit to families. But actually, cotton was the most intricate one. That one, the way that the families were paid was a little bit more strategic. And over here, I'm gonna give it to Hammy, and he's gonna explain the shipping.
Well, this is the shipping of how spinach is shipped. It would be picked first and then sent over there where the ice is, which is actually where Tabos is at. Tabos, whatever. And the ice and the spinach would go on the train, and the ice would keep the spinach cool while it was being transported. Yeah.
Yes, and we also talked about the decline of spinach. That's from the overproduction of weeds. And all in all, this was a really interesting project. I never knew how interesting agriculture in Crystal City was, but you learn something new every day, and I hoped you learned from us. So thank you.
My name is Mackenzie Moron. And I'm Natalie Samaripa. We did our project on the legacy of the Crystal City Railroad, and we want to talk about how it impacted Crystal City. It was a big impact to our town because of all the crops that were being transported out through the railroad, we used an ice plant that was here in town. It was a really big ice plant, and we were able to transport our goods because of all the ice that was able to be given to us. And 10,000 cans of spinach were being produced each day. It expanded our city a lot. There was a lot of people buying land nearby to be a part of it. And that's where Popeye comes in, and he influenced a lot of kids to eat their veggies. The railroad made our little city known. Thank you.
My name is Jonah Gomez. My name is Caleb Dunbar. My name is Steven Vargas.
My name is Tammy Houston. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Crystal City walkout of 1969. So it all started because Miss Lara, her cousin, was a cheerleader, right? There was only 2 openings, and one can only be filled by a Chicano woman. Miss Lara didn't like that, right? So she's already fed up with it. And by the time prom comes around, you know, there was only one girl allowed. And the reason for that is that there was only their parents had to have graduated from the high school, right? And a lot of people didn't. So it's already 2. And then a lot of students were being held back and being pushed into a place called Cerro Valero. They're just holding them back grades for not even being able to speak English, which was horrible. So they start planning. They're saying, we want to do a walkout, right? So they go to the school board first, right? The school board says no. They said no, right? They say, you got to bring your parents. They bring their parents. They still say no. So Miss Lara, she gets up. She says that they want to walk out because they want to hit them where it hurts. They want to take their money from them, all because they want to be, discriminate against them. So they do that. The students walk out. They're still learning, but eventually, January 12th, they decide we got to bring it back. They ended everything. And hashtag hogs versus racism.
I'm Jalen. I'm JC. I'm Madison. Our project is on the walkout of Crystal City in 1969. Mexican-American students faced significant discrimination, which led to the protesting and the walkout.
They were often discouraged from speaking Spanish, punished harshly than their Anglo counterparts. It was a period of high tension, but also marked by a strong sense of unity and determination among the students and their supporters. Overall, the walkout was a catalyst for positive change in Crystal City, leading to greater equality and representation for the Mexican-American community.
My name is Adrian, and I did a project on Crystal City history. I'll come here, take a little look at the pics. The train, old railroad. We got a map of Crystal City, a bigger map of Crystal City, a smaller map of Crystal City, and yeah, some history.
My name's Aubrey Villarreal.
My name's Autumn Ibarra. This is about the Crystal City walkout and how it took place because of how Mexican American students were having discrimination towards their race. And Aubrey?
In this picture here, they had a play about the Crystal City walkout and basically just demonstrating how everything happened. And then this picture right here, they went to Washington, D.C. to, I guess, explain what was happening and going on. And then this right here is them, demanding change with posters. And, yeah. Thank you.
Hello, Javelina Network. This is our project on the Crystal City walkout of 1969. The reasons for the walkout was the students did not have the same opportunities as the white students. That being, instead of going to the counselors and helping with their college applications, the counselors would instead call in Army recruiters, military recruiters, because they felt that the Hispanics did not have the same mental abilities as white people, meaning that they couldn't go to college.
The walkout did achieve a lot of things, though, as they now allowed Hispanic staff on the school board, teachers. They allowed Hispanic student council, and allowed more Hispanic cheerleaders on the team at more than one time. And also a lot of effects outside of the school too, as not being disrespected as much in public, and a lot of job opportunities. They got to go to apply to colleges and didn't get held back.
I'm Lizzie. I'm Kara.
And I'm Alexia. Our project is about the Crystal City lawsuit. Not really a lawsuit, but it's about the cease and desist letter that we got that we had to change from this logo to this new one that's more of a cartoony style. And it's also part of the reason why we had to change our football field, because if how the football games are live streamed, they would see this logo on here and they would be like, oh, they're still using that logo. It would became a real lawsuit where we had to pay a lot more money, so it was easier to put that logo on the field.
Unlike the field where that is replaceable and can be taken apart, how in our rotunda, the logo on the floor, that can't be changed, and how other stuff are around the school that have this old logo, they can be changed, but how other things, just like the field, can be changed, and that's why this one's on the field, this one isn't, that one is in the rotunda, that one isn't.
So we have gone through a lot of old logos, and just for an example, this is the first one that was copied. It was used from 1988, and it was copied from the Arkansas State logo. As you can see, it is very similar. All that was changed is the color. And then we also had this one right here that was used from 1984 to 1988. It was the Texas A&M Kingsville logo, which, as you can see, it was also changed by like the color or the saturation of it. And as you can see, yes, it did change. Like we have the other examples of it, and then we have this one. And then we have this one. This one, we had originally thought it was created by a student, as of what our research had said, but as of newer information, we found out that it was actually just another copy of this one, but it was used as a like tracing kind of thingy, and then it was recolored. Yeah, that's the old logo.
And thank you to our sponsor.
My name is Andrew, and this is my project. It's about internment camps.
My name is Kate Jimenez.
I'm Maria Gomez.
I'm Sanada Arcosed.
And my name is Daniela Corina Garcia, and today we are presenting Crystal Shopping Industry Then and Now. So our projects had to be based off of Crystal City, as you can tell from everyone's, and we were actually given the privilege of talking to some of the people that contributed to the walkout. And we thought, okay, let's take a different approach about this, right? Why stick to purely the walkout when we can try to work towards something that's currently affecting us, which is our shopping industry. And the walkout did have a lasting effect on us based on our influences, right? Because at first we had Anglo influences, now we have more Hispanic. So that determines what kind of businesses and restaurants we have here. And we also want to show that due to mismanagement, as a result of our unstable community, that we have actually lost a lot of businesses and can barely maintain any. So our whole thing is pretty much about bringing awareness to our very concerning economic state and trying to, I guess, maybe encourage some people in the future to bring something here to try to at least maintain what we do have. Because currently we only have about 5 businesses that have consistently been in Crystal that have been profiting. Because as you can see, we've lost a lot, even churches yesterday. So it shows that our situation isn't the best and that it's still declining, and that we realistically should be more concerned about this and try to change our community and try to bring a new influence rather than just, writing on older effects and older terrible decisions, try to bring something new. Because we also mentioned the city council back in 2016 when a lot of the funds weren't allocated towards the community but rather towards individuals and their own personal agendas. We want to stress that maybe we shouldn't be, trying to only help ourselves but also help each other and try to maintain our economy, because our economy is what determines a community. Community is only as good as their businesses. That's how you keep people here, and that's how you drive people away. So we wanted to stress that and try to bring, I guess, a little bit of awareness and self-reflection as a community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Josue Ramirez, and this is my project about the World War II camp.
Hi, my name is Eden Delgado,
My name is Karen Estrada.
and this is our GT project about the Crystal City Walkout. The Crystal City Walkout was a pivotal moment in one of the most significant protests in the United States at the time. And it all started with the 3 cheerleaders and the 1 Mexican-American cheerleader. They didn't want to go in favor of the students, which was to give 2 more Mexican-American cheerleaders.
During the walkout, a lot of stuff happened, and protests happened, and 1,500 students were in the protest, and they walked out of school. So after the entire situation, the school board finally decided to change their mind, and they hired more Mexican-American teachers, more staff, and more classes that focused on their heritage, which was what they were fighting for. And so, in summary, the Crystal City Walkout was a key event in Chicano civil rights movement, but it inspired and influenced many people.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Rodriguez, and I am the Crystal City High School GT Coordinator. And thank you for watching our GT Fall Showcase. And you are watching the Javelina Network.